Now it's getting cold up out here, man. The fucking temperature is dropping right now, man. It's 52 degrees, so now the cold weather is coming, man. For a while, man, we wasn't having no cold weather whatsoever, bro. Okay, now we gonna go chill somewhere, sit back, you know what I'm saying, calm and collective, you know, and take the day off tomorrow, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, like when I was fat and overweight, man, women didn't want to have no parts of me, man. And I put on weight. I had women who were talking to me at first stop talking to me. Like that one Indian chick, when I first, you know, came around and I was at lower percentage body fat, she was all in my face. Okay? She was all in my face. Even though she wasn't really at low percentage body fat, she had a double chin. But she had a nice body though. You know what I'm saying? Her face was like a, let me tell you, women are hypergamous, man. Her face was like a 2 in looks, man. But she had a body though that was real good that I probably would fuck. If she pursued me. You know what I'm saying? But over the pandemic, when the pandemic first started, 2 months into the pandemic, I put on a bunch of weight. Okay, couldn't go to the gym, couldn't do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I started eating all kinds of weight. And she stopped talking to me, bro. She stopped coming up to me. You know, she stopped gazing in my eyes. Well, glazing, well, whatever that is. She stopped giving me the dreamy eye. I put on weight. She didn't want to talk to me, bro. Over the pandemic, I gained what? 20 pounds, that I had lost. The following year, I lost like 30 pounds when I was juicing. I gained 20 back. And women didn't want to have nothing to do with me, man, when I was fat and out of shape, bro. I'm telling you. It was a struggle getting women's attention being overweight. See, the thing is, a lot of dudes, they carry their weight well. Me, I don't carry weight well. It goes straight to my face. Like the fat goes into my face and I just look horrible, bro. I just look really bad, being overweight. You know what I'm saying? I would try to start conversations with females and they would not want to talk to me at all, or they would treat me really, really badly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get no conversation at all. I felt like a fucking outcast, man. You know what I'm saying? So, so I said, fuck it, man. I started juicing and shit, lost a bunch of weight, and all of a sudden, voila, they're interested now. Voila, they want to go out on a date with me and shit like that, man. It's always been my weight, man. My weight has always stopped me from getting women, man. Right now, I'm at an okay percentage. I messed my back up, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to work out tomorrow. I'll try. But if my back starts to hurt, I got to take another few days off. So I might gain a few more pounds because my lower back is messed up right now. I'm sure it's nothing serious because it's getting better. You know what I mean? It feels better than it was yesterday. So gradually, but surely, my lower back is getting better, and hopefully, I can get back out there soon because I don't want to put on any weight. You know what I'm saying? I hated being overweight, bro. I hated being overweight. I hated getting rejected by females left and right, left and right. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I have a love for junk food. And I just quit alcohol again, which is really putting on the pounds for me. And I feel like alcohol is good out of my life. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Especially if it's going to keep weight on me, man. I'd rather have my dick sucked and have sex than have alcohol, man. That's number two. First is food, and then alcohol. Alcohol is worse than junk food, though. alcohol, we talk, we're talking about 1,000 pounds. I mean, 1,000 calories for a pint of alcohol. Only for a pint, 1,000 calories. You know what I'm saying? So if you drinking, 1,000 calories before you go to sleep, man, you're gonna put on pounds. That's automatic 3 pounds right there. And you too tired and drunk or hungover to go work out, oh man, that shit gonna turn to fat. You know what I'm saying? And then it keeps you from working out a whole lot. See, alcohol, it takes away your fucking endurance. It takes away your strength. It takes away your everything. Your stamina. It takes away everything. Alcohol, poison, man. I'm back on that. I'm quitting alcohol again, bro. I quit before for like a year and a half, and I started drinking in the middle of the pandemic because I was just like hella depressed and shit. But it's making my life worse. I'm like, man, I could be depressed and still get females' attention, or be depressed and don't get their attention at all. Because let me tell you, man, alcohol changes the fucking features on your face. You know what I mean? Alcohol is not a joke. It makes you look terrible. It puts bags on your eyes. Alcohol fucking ages you, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's shortening your fucking lifespan, okay? It shortens, especially if you're a big drinker, it shortens your fucking lifespan. You won't live to be past 60. If you're a big alcohol drinker and shit like that, your kidneys taking a lot of punishment throughout the years. So I decided to fucking just leave alcohol alone. Plus, I'm getting a lot more attention from females without the alcohol, you know what I'm saying, in my system. You know what I'm saying? I struggle with alcohol too, bro. I struggle with alcohol. I struggle with women. When I was overweight, I was still making, you know, um, MGTOW videos and shit, man. And I was just hiding behind the fact that, I couldn't fucking, I couldn't, I was trying to hide the fact that I was like not getting pussy. You know what I'm saying? And I came out of the blue and say, you know what, man, the reason why I make these MGTOW videos or whatever is because I cannot get pussy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I struggle with, you know, the junk food and alcohol and stuff, and I'm cutting back. I'm looking better without alcohol. I think the last time I had a drink was like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago when I uploaded that video when I was drunk or something like that. I think I had one more drink after that, but that was it, man. But I looked up a pint of vodka, right, and how many calories it had in it. Bro, it got like 1,000 calories in that pint of alcohol, and I didn't think that, it was 1,000 calories in there, but in that pint of vodka, there's 1,000 calories in that motherfucker. Dude, it takes like 2 days to work that shit off. Okay, not one, not workout, two. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus my face looks better without alcohol in it, man. I keep my weight in check. I'm not getting overweight. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is about junk food, you can work that off really easier, like a Snicker bar or some Twinkies. You can work that off easier than a bottle of alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol, it takes 2, 3 workouts just to like work off all that calories. You're basically skating uphill when you're drinking it. You know what I'm saying? That's another struggle of mine. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm back putting the effort into like quitting alcohol. I'm back into the effort of doing that. And I just want to keep the weight off, man, so I can continue to attract females throughout my whole entire life. When I was younger, man, I was a killer looking, good looking dude, man. And then after like 25, that's when I started struggling with my weight. You know what I'm saying? And then I put on a few pounds. People would see me in the street like, man, Kale, what happened to you, bro? You need to get back into that copper water, man. You look like you don't put on like at least 20 pounds. I'm like, oh man, I'm in this relationship right now, because I was in a relationship, And me and her got together, and I put on the pounds. I let myself go. I had a big old pot belly. You know what I'm saying? And no wonder if she was flirting with dudes and shit behind my back or in front of me, because I was letting myself go. When she found me, I was at like 12% body fat. And all of a sudden, I get to be 20% body fat. You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's a difference between a 10% body fat guy or even a 12% body fat guy and a 20% body. There's a huge difference. Okay? So it's like it's a struggle to keep the weight off. So I have to like fuck it. Don't eat junk, on certain days. Have your cheat meals spread apart. Spread those motherfuckers apart. Have some junk once every 4 or 5 days. Have some, a little bit of something to keep your fucking, taste buds in check so you won't go crazy. Have a little something once every 5 days. Let days go by without having any sugar sweets. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it every day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I became a diabetic over the pandemic. I was just tearing shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? And one day I remember, you remember me. I was like acting crazy or I couldn't breathe and shit. I had to go to the hospital and I was passed out over here. They came and picked me up on a stretcher, took me to the hospital, and then they wouldn't tell me what I had, but I went and did some research and I said, oh man, I'm a diabetic. So now when I eat too many sweets, I dehydrate like a diabetic does. You know what I'm saying? Eat too many sweets, you dehydrate, you cramp up and shit like that. So everything with moderation. But the good thing about being a diabetic is like it'll force you to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Being because you got to eat the veggies and rice and chicken and stuff like that. It'll force you to eat healthy. Because if you eat too much junk, you will turn into a fucking snowman. You feel me? You'll be stiff. Okay, you'll dehydrate. You know what I'm saying? Your blood sugar will drop. Especially eat too many carbs. Like if I eat a whole entire pizza to myself, my fucking blood sugar would drop to like zero, and I would have to eat like a little bit of candy to bring my my blood sugar up. Like if I feel like my blood sugar is about to drop, I have some of this, like a Sour Patch Kids. That'll bring my blood sugar up. Just about 3 of those, maybe 4. Okay, about 4 of these to bring my blood sugar back up again when I feel like my blood sugar is about to drop. You know what I'm saying? So I have always struggled with my weight, man, and that's what really keeps me from having like females in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning to like keep the weight off. You know what I'm saying? Learning self-control with the junk food. Everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? And alcohol is what really keeps the weight on you. It don't matter if you drink once a week. One bad night of drinking can put on a few pounds, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? And it adds up too. You know what I'm saying? Even if you drinking just once a week, it just because you ain't drank nothing a whole entire week, you go crazy, swallow about 15 pounds of fucking alcohol. I mean, 15 calories, 1,500 calories of alcohol, and then you back at the gym wondering like, God damn, I done put on 5 pounds already. So it's like, I'm tired of it, blood. I'm tired of the weight gain. Um, when I quit alcohol the first time, I kept the weight at a minimum. You know what I'm saying? I kept my weight up under control. It's when I started drinking alcohol too much, that's when I started putting on the pounds, man. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to see a difference with women when I drop body fat percentage. I get the dreamy eyes. You know what I'm saying? When I drop that body fat percentage to at least 12%, okay, I get the dreamy eye. And then if I drop it down to at least like 10%, oh man, with females, they looking at me and in my eyes and shit. They don't I got nice eyes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because your eyes ain't all puffy from the weight. Believe me, like when you put on weight, like your eyes puff up too. You know what I'm saying? Like your eye area get all puffy and shit. You get like a lot more lines under your fucking eyes because of the weight. The weight, when you swell up, it creates more lines up under your eyes and stuff. And when you bring the bring the body fat down, okay, it's smoothing your face out. It chiseled your face up. You know what I'm saying? You know, all the fat just hides all the fucking uniqueness in your face. You know what I'm saying? So some people can carry their weight good, some can't. Like me, I'm a kind of person I cannot carry my fucking weight good at all. It goes straight to my face. And we all know nowadays it's all about face. Something happens to your face, you ain't gonna have a good life. Let me tell you, good looking people have good lives. I'm lucky to be an average guy with some looks. I'm lucky to have that. A lot of guys will never ever feel what it's like to be handsome, man. I know what it's like to be handsome, man, and treated good by women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never, when I was younger, dude, I never got the, ew, get away from me from top tier women. I was respected by top tier women. I never got a top tier female, but I was respected by them because of my body game. You know what I'm saying? And some motherfuckers, they can, they can laugh about the, they can laugh at the body game, but the body game gets your foot in the door. Believe it or not. Some motherfuckers, they come around my channel talking about, man, you talking about the body game and this and that. They tease you and stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, that's what gets your foot in the door. It's the body game. Your lean stomach, flat stomach, your muscles and stuff like that, man. That gets your foot in the door, bro. You lose that, you lose everything. That's when I learned, man, big time. If I lose my muscles, I lose my sex. I lose, women. So I have to maintain a low enough body fat percentage throughout my whole entire life. I can't afford to get up to 20% body fat again. It's just, don't ever do that. I don't care if you gotta get out there and walk for a few miles a day if you're injured or something, but just don't put on a pound. Like tomorrow, if I can't work out, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go walk along a long distance just to like keep some of this weight off me because I don't want to ever put on weight again. Like this recently, I gained about 10 pounds, remember? And I was telling you guys, like, nah, I'm sub 5 when I put on pounds. I had a dude come around my channel talking about, man, no wonder he's struggling with women. He's like a 3 in looks or some shit like that. I was like, yeah, with fat on my face, I'm a 3 in looks, and that's the truth. But when I dropped the weight, I mean, you can see in the thumbnails, I look a lot different without a bunch of weight on me. You can see it in my thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the what do they call it? The negative cancel tilt or whatever that makes your eyes droop to the side like that. I don't have that. There's a few YouTubers that have that, you know what I'm saying? And they struggle with women. And you short and you got like negative cancel tilt or whatever they call it, make the stuff that makes your eyes sag like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that shit, bro. My eyes go straight across, bro. I don't have upper eyelid exposure, okay? I don't have a whole lot of upper lid eye exposure. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So that was makes my face unique, man. The only thing about me that I feel like my flaws are my nose. 'Cause my nose done got bigger throughout the years, man. I don't know where this big nose came from. But when I was in my 20s, I didn't have a big nose like this, bro. My nose is tight. So that's why I think one day I'm gonna get like you know, I'm gonna get my nose done, get it back to at least where when I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Get it back to that, man, because as you get older, your ears and your nose grow more and more, man. It's like, man, when you get older, your face sag, everything sag. You put on a whole lot of weight, and it's just like, man, you be like, man, I was that nigga at one point pulling a lot of bitches, busting all kinds of nuts. Like in my old room where I used to live, bro, if them fucking walls can talk, it'll tell you that I had hella women coming in and out of there just banging them bitches, bro. Bringing them up to my room from the dance class downstairs and just banging them bitches. Stuffing dick in bitches' mouths and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get my balls licked on all the time. You know what I'm saying? Get my dick sucked. I used to have a female that used to come over just to give me a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a bitch come over to my house and and just give me a blowjob, and she'll give me sex after that. You know what I'm saying? But she used to come over just give me a blowjob. She had some big old titties, but she didn't have no ass though. And she had a nice face. She had nice lips and stuff, man. She was my face match. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, in my 20s, when I was at low percentage body fat, I ran through at least 100 women. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. At least 100. Okay? I used to work out a bar. I used to work out a club. Okay? And I used to come home with something at least once a month or every other month. I would come home with something. And I lived above a dance studio. I was fucking bitches that used to dance at the dance studio. I used to do capoeira at and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I had looks, but I couldn't keep none of those bitches around, man, because I was broke. You know what I'm saying? I was broke like a joke and shit, man. But I struggle with some things, man. You know? And I notice when I leave the alcohol alone, my facial features look better. When I leave the junk food alone, I lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And when I keep my workouts, you know what I'm saying, up and shit like that, I get better results with women. I do. Now, if I am I banging eight, nines, and tens? Hell, fucking no, I'm not. But all the women that are below me, yeah, they gonna hit on me and shit. But I don't like messing with females who are below you because what if you get this female pregnant and your kid come out with some of her genetics? I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I want my kid to have a little bit of looks or a lot of looks. It's better to have a baby with a female that's your looks level or above because your kids, they benefit from it and they get the looks and they get the life that you never had. Like, you see, it's all about looks in this game. I had a horrible life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's up, Johnny P? What's up, the countdown or the count the count of Sedan? What's up with you, man? What's up, youngster? Yeah, you don't want, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to come out looking like Darius McTowell. Yeah, man, you don't want your kid to come out with bad looks. That's why I'm like, man, I'm picky about what bitch I'm sleeping with, and if she's this bitch gonna fucking like, give me, a ugly kid that's gonna hate himself. I'm seeing some of these incels on YouTube, and they hate themselves. Why would I want to create a motherfucker that gonna hate himself because he can't get a date, he can't get a woman because his daddy decided that he was gonna be extra horny and knock up a land well or knock up a fucking female that's below him in looks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my kids to come out having a horrible life. When you don't have looks, you don't have a life. And I'm prime example because every time I put on the weight, I get these mean mugs, but from women, bro. I do, and they talk to me in a really cold manner too. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to carry conversations with me either, blood. When I put on weight, so I'm like, fuck it, bro. What are you gonna do? Leave the junk food alone. Keep a healthy lifestyle. Work out at least 3 or 4 times a week, at the most five. Okay. 5 days a week is what you would really keep the fucking weight off you. When you're doing cardio 5 days a week and you doing capoeira, you know what I'm saying, which is like a hour and a half of cardio. You know what I'm saying? I tire myself. I do an hour and a half of cardio. That's how I keep my weight off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because when you're doing that capoeira, you know what I'm saying, you're moving around and shit. And while you're doing capoeira, that's cardio. That's all cardio and calisthenics. Because you're doing, handstands and you're doing cartwheels and shit like that. Even cartwheels, activate your upper chest muscles and your shoulders and your back. Okay, you don't believe that? Yeah, cartwheels activate certain muscles. Just look it up. Does what muscles do cartwheels activate? It'll tell you: back, shoulders, biceps, even your abdominal muscle. Okay, even your forearms, your traps. It activates your traps. It activates all of this. Like from your stomach and up, it activate all of that. So every time you do a cartwheel, you activating muscles, man. That's why I do capoeira, and I throw my cartwheels into my workout all the time because that works my upper body. You see what I'm saying? It works your neck, it works everything, bro. Everything from the stomach up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. He was gonna have a heart attack eventually. Swole, man. He kept fucking with them roids, man. And he kept telling people, this shit is natural. This shit is natural. No, it's not, bro. You can't get that big and keep your cuts. No, it's not. He kept fucking with the. I knew that he was gonna, run into some health problems eventually because he's on YouTube and he gotta stay looking like that all the time. So he can't even afford to like get off the fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He always working out hella hard and shit like that, man. Of course, yeah, he was gonna have a heart attack. That's why I got off the fucking enhancements. I changed my mind. I'm not getting back on the enhancements again, bro. And plus, I kept half of what I had anyway. I kept half of what I had. I don't need to get back on it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'll lose my weight naturally. Thank you. I'm not getting back on it no more. You know what I'm saying? So my struggles with women and my weight, it's always been an issue in my life, man. I have always struggled with weight and women. You know what I'm saying? When I keep that weight off, that's when they come around. That's when I'm getting dates, I'm getting sex and all that other stuff. But then when I put on that weight, that's when they start looking at me strange, looking at me side-eyed, mean mugging me, talking to me in a mean voice and shit like that. You could just tell when women don't like you. You could just tell. They do certain things. They react to you a certain way, in a bad way. Okay, they don't want to give you no talk and no extra talk, none of that shit, bro. So I know what it's like to be sub 5, bro. Because when I put on weight, like I said, I am sub 5. Weight can bring you down to a 2 or 3, bro. No problem. It'll take a motherfucker down from a 7 or 6 and bring them down to a 2 or 3 when he put on weight. Give a motherfucker that's a 7, let him put on 30 pounds and he'll look like a 3 after that all that's done. Okay? So it's all about that weight, keeping that weight, keeping your shit down. And it's the best to do is just like if you having junk food, you gotta organize that shit. Like I gotta have it's gotta be like that forever too. You be like, well, I have some pizza today, man. Well, it's been like 5 days since I had some junk food. Okay, I'll have some pizza. Or it's been like 6 days since I had some sweets. Okay, I'll have some a Snicker bar or something. And like I said, junk food, bro. Junk junk, junk food, you can you can shake it off easier than alcohol. Alcohol is what gets you, bro. And I told you I quit again. I quit alcohol again because I like to see the results in my face. My face is way more attractive when I'm not drinking alcohol. And alcohol has something to do with your looks too. You know what I'm saying? You know, alcohol will destroy your looks if you drink it on a regular basis. Like if you drink like 3 or 4 times a week, oh yeah, you're gonna look hella old. You know what I'm saying? And I just looked it up today. I was like, you know, I googled how many calories is in a pint of alcohol. Because sometimes I sit there and I drink like a pint of alcohol like once a week or something like that. Because I do that when I'm trying to quit alcohol, right? I start drinking once a week, just getting my body used to not having alcohol. Because you can't quit cold turkey. I tried that before. Nah, you go from having 3 times a week to twice a week to once a week, and then eventually you quit. That's how I did it before, right? And that time when I quit alcohol, I kept my weight under control. My weight, even when I ate junk food, I would burn it up in my workout, right? But that alcohol is what, man, 1,000 calories in a pint. That's like 10 loaves of bread. You know what I'm saying? You drink that before you go to sleep. Of course, you're gonna fucking put on pounds. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got like a genetics like I do, where I just put on pounds easily. I put on pounds, bro. If I take 2 weeks off the fucking gym, I take 2 weeks off, I'm putting on 5 pounds, guaranteed. So I can't just eat anything that I want all the time. In moderation, yes. Every day, nah. You put on pounds, and it chases the females away. You give up on the gym, working out on your with your looks, the females give up. You give up, they give up. They stop pursuing you. And it's not you know what? It's not it don't feel good to like get treated badly because of your weight. You know what I mean? You know, the treatment that females give you when you're overweight is unbearable. I can't stomach it. You know what I'm saying? It makes me, you know, bitter. Okay, it makes me bitter, bro, because you're like, damn, you know, I went from having all these women to barely getting anything. And that's what happened, you know, when I got over 30 and I got with my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I put on them pounds and shit. And I put on pounds after we broke up the second time too, because I was going, you know, to San Francisco doing Uber and Lyft and shit, and I would eat pizza in the middle of the night, and then I would go to sleep like 2 hours later, with the pizza still on my stomach, and I was putting on all kinds of pounds, and my fucking face got really fat, and females felt like it was a fucking like disgrace, or they felt offended when I tried to talk to them, because I was still horny, man, but I had all that weight on me. So weight can fuck your life up. Oh yeah, weight can fuck your life up. Yeah, it can change you from a good looking dude to a guy that's sub 5. No joke. And I was always, when I was in my 20s, bro, I was always able to get women because I kept the body fat percentage low, but also I was doing capoeira 4 or 5 times a week. No joke. I was doing capoeira 4 or 5 times a week, man. And that was my thing. Capoeira was my thing. I showed up faithfully every single fucking, almost every single day, training, sweating, 6 pack abs, shoulders, because I was doing weights too. Because I would go straight to the gym after school, you know what I'm saying, and lift weights, and after that, go do capoeira. So I would do like a 3 hour workout when I was in my teens, in my 20s, when I was doing capoeira. So I do my weights and I do capoeira after that. You can do it, man, when you're young. That's why I question certain boxers and shit, bro. When they doing 3 workouts a day and they over a certain age, I question, like, okay, man, you might not be natural. You know what I'm saying? And it's not cool. It's not cool to be, overweight and just getting dissed by women. I mean, can you imagine that? Where you, this good looking dude, and then all of a sudden you put on pounds, and now you can't even get a date. You can't even get a female to even acknowledge you. You know what I'm saying? And then you're getting bitter. You start calling bitches sluts and hoes all the time, and you feel bitter toward females. Like I said, remember that time I was telling you, and I tell this story all the time about me and a girl. We were both heading toward the stairway. You guys know that story. And you know what? That shit hurt to see a female like try to avoid me while we're going up the stairs. She saw that we was going up the stairs together, and she avoided me. She ran up that stairs, man. I was like, man, my face must be hideous, and it was. Go back and look at some of my old videos. Hmm? Look how full and fat my fucking face was. I sounded fat. I had this like big ass voice, spitting and shit. When I talk, I was spitting and shit. But look at some of my old videos. I was lonely like a motherfucker. And then one day I said, fuck it, I'm tired of this shit. I got on enhancements and I dropped weight really quickly. Like I must have had like in a like a I think it was like a 8 week period. I dropped 20 pounds in 8 weeks. the guy who's the guy who sold me the stuff, man, he said, man, I ain't never seen you anybody. He said, I ain't never seen anybody drop weight that fucking fast. Yeah, yeah. I was running every single day because that shit had me, when you on enhancements, you can work out for 4 or 5 hours, man. One time I worked out for 5 hours on that shit, bro. No problem. And that's when I first started using the shit. I worked out for 5 hours. And then I was doing 2 workouts in one day. Like, that's how much the fucking shit was, pushing me. You know what I'm saying? I would lift weights, do cardio at the gym on the treadmill, and then I would go to capoeira class when I was on the shit. You know what I'm saying? I go do two workouts. So all together, like a 4 hour workout, bro, no problem. You know what I'm saying? And you get to capoeira class and you sweating and shit. So yeah, you dropping all kinds of goddamn weight. Okay? When I was on the shit, that shit you could do 2 workouts, no problem. 3 workouts, no problem. Especially when you just took a dosage of it, it's fresh and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then as I kept like using it, I found out that I needed to use more of it. You know what I'm saying? And you depend on it. You know what I'm saying? And then see Cali Muscle with this guy, he been on that shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Like he been on that. Like I was only on trend for like a year. You guys remember? I was acting strange and funny and shit when I was on trend, and I was only for a year, and I got off that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Cali Muscle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kelcat X. Yeah, I would turn into this Kelcat X character, bruh. That shit had me tweaking though. That shit had me tweaking. And I was hell funny too. I look back at some of them videos, bro. When I was on that shit, I was so funny. I was funny than I am now, man. But Cali Muscle, you know what I'm saying? He was on that shit for years because he has to look like that. That's his money. Matter of fact, he should have retired off of YouTube. But now, see, the thing is, he got to keep on that shit. And that's not good for him to be on that shit for so goddamn long. That shit is only for like when you competing and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not for something that you gotta be on it 24/7, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? You can't miss a cycle because you're fucking. That's the way you look is your money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude into his 40s. My Kali Muscle should be not using that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be around for his kids, you know what I'm saying? So that shit is only for like when you're trying to do a movie or some shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, but is it worth his health though, man? He had a heart attack. He gonna have to get off that shit. Eventually, you gonna see him shrink up again. Watch, cause he can't use that shit no more. He told on himself a while back. You know what I'm saying? He was telling people that he used it. In other words, he didn't fucking come out. But when he was about to have a baby and he lost all his muscle, right? And he was telling people, "Man, I never wanted to be the biggest dude." And people are having strokes and they having health problems. Also, some of your YouTuber friends or your YouTuber gurus that you follow, they all got health problems. He was talking all that shit, but then now he got a health problem, so now he gonna have to let that shit go. I let that. I used it for a year, bro, and I don't want to use it no more. I changed my mind. I'll lose the weight naturally. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be a natural YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I kept some of that shit anyway. I still look like I'm halfway on the juice. I kept some of some of the stuff that gave me, so I don't need it. I don't need to use the junk. I mean, I don't need to use the enhancements anymore. Because you keep half of it. If you've been on it for like a year, and my muscles, you could tell, I still have that build that I had when I was on it. It's not full, but I look like I got half of the shit on it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Back to what I was saying about my weight. I have always struggled. You know what I'm saying? You know, and even in this area with all these Asian girls, let me tell you one thing about these Asian women around here: they do not like heavy set men. Period. And if I could stay at low percentage body fat long enough, I'd be done smash some of these Asian girls around here, man. No joke. But I need to stay at low percentage body fat long enough. I'm trying to stay low percentage body fat for the rest of my life, and I have to fucking, you know, I have to fucking like go by rules and shit. I gotta create rules for myself. Like, look, during the week, man, no junk. On the weekend, you can eat whatever you want, but during the week, you gotta eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set rules for that. Like, man, you gotta go 5 days without junk. Just no. Just no. I don't want to put on the weight anymore. I'm tired of fucking putting on weight. I'm tired of fucking getting dissed by females every time I put on weight. All of a sudden, I'm losing weight right now, right? My face is chiseling up. Body fat percentage is coming down, right? I'm getting females calling me from like Thailand. Like this female I haven't talked to in a while from Thailand. After she saw some pictures of me recently, because I haven't been drinking no fucking alcohol, so your face look clearer, your skin looks good, and I took some selfie pictures and stuff, and I posted on Facebook. The moment I did that, she gave me a call. Hey, how you doing, baby? How you doing? But the moment I put on that weight, man, they just stopped. The female don't call. This motherfucker don't put on weight. I ain't gonna call that motherfucker. He don't put on extra 10, 13 pounds. You look different now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I have always struggled with my weight, bro. And then the women. You know what I'm saying? I have struggled with women, and you wonder why you get no calls, no phone numbers. Nigga, you need to keep the body fat percentage down, cause best believe, nigga, I was a really good looking nigga in my 20s, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I was banging so many women who were 5, 6s, and 7s, bro. I was banging them, bang, bang. I mean, I told you guys about my Tyrone days. Even though I wasn't a real Tyrone, but yeah, I felt like a Tyrone when I was banging these 7, 8, 9. Well, I wish I was banging 7, 8, 9s, and 10s, but I was banging the fucking 7, 6s, and 5s, 5, 6s, and 7s all day long, bro. The best I did was that girl Gwen. I never would have forget her, bro. She had the biggest ass, and so she had titties too, bro. She was a half black, half white girl. I remember her, bro. She was the best I ever had when it came to the looks level. All these other females, they were 6s, There was a few other sevens I banged too. Don't get me wrong. But I came close one time when I was working at this fucking goddamn bar over there in San Francisco. I came close to scoring an 8, but some motherfucker was hating on me, man. He was in my way, man. He kept showing up to the goddamn bar. And he knew I liked the girl that he liked. He would make little remarks and shit. Oh, yeah, man, what's up, man? Because I used to, like, have to pat people down because I used to work at this club called the Glass Cat in San Francisco. And I had to pat people down and shit all the time. And one day he showed up and I had to frisk him. And because he knew I liked that 8. And he liked her too. And he was like, man, that's my girl, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out. And I'm like, what you talking about, dude? I won't let you in this club. You talking shit to me like that, man. You can go, you can leave. Oh no, it's good, man. It's good. I said, man, you don't talk to me like that. Talk about that show girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I let him in because I wasn't set tripping on her like that. But yeah, she was an 8 and she was gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And I almost came up on her, but something had happened, or either she gave me a number and she didn't call back. Or it was a close call, man. And she she was a good looker, but you know what I'm saying. But then I used to bang women at the bar, dude. I was at what? At one point, I was at 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there, body fat percentage, brand. That when I was younger, I had a jawline that stuck out like a motherfucker, bruh. And it was not hard getting women at that fucking body fat percentage at all. It was not hard. I, I a lot of times I was raw dogging them bitches, man. Not when I first met them, but after seeing them a couple of times, yeah, I was raw dogging. There's been a couple of times where you know I would have women come over, give them some alcohol and stuff. We get the fucking and shit. You know what I'm saying? And my next door neighbor, I can't even talk. My next door neighbor Theo, he would get upset, man, all the time. He's like, man, Kelcat, man, you coming over here to take all the women and shit, bruh. What's wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what you talking about, bruh? Because the women that he liked didn't like him, man. He kept chasing those women with the big asses, and they were taller than him. And dude was like, Theo was like 5'6" or something like that. And he was real skinny. Wasn't a good looking dude at all. He basically looked like a Tupac on crack. Even though he didn't use no drugs and nothing, he just didn't have the looks, man. He struggled getting those women, man. But when it came to me, bro, I didn't struggle at all, bro. I dressed nice too when I was in my 20s. I dressed nice. I had waves in my hair. I remember my teeth looked better. I didn't have no gaps. I didn't have no missing teeth and shit. Cause you young and shit, bro. You like 22, 23 years old. You ain't got no health problems, no health issues. Okay, you had low percentage body fat. You young. You got all your hair. You got square corners. You know what I'm saying? Across your hair and shit, right? And you wear wave caps every single night to keep them fucking waves in your hair. And you brush your shit on a daily day basis. Okay? You wake up in the morning, you brush that shit for 10 minutes. Just scrunch, 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 scrunch. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to go to school, you trying to look good for them bitches up out there in high school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had a few crushes on me and shit. I didn't even know it. Like I said, man, I was a real skinny dude in middle school. I got picked on a lot in middle school. You know what I'm saying? And I got picked on in my freshman year. People wanted to fight me all the time because I was really skinny and stuff. But when I got to like, I think it was my junior year in high school, I put on some muscle. Motherfuckers left me alone after that. I didn't have no more fights after that. When I put on that muscle, nobody fuck with me. I used to have motherfuckers walk by and give me like muscle names and shit. Swole Up, MC Swells, Swoly Poly, Big Buff. That's all I had in high school was all those names and shit, man. And I had women that liked me. I just was very immature and I didn't know how to step to them females. And I was a virgin at that time, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got my body right, that's when I lost my virginity. It was some fucking land well too, man. because I didn't have high standards. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I could do better when I was younger, but I could have did better. I didn't realize how good looking I was when I was in my 20s, man. I had a few girlfriends. I mean, in my teens. I mean, in my late teens, I had a few girlfriends, but it was just like I was immature, and women used to tell me that I was immature and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They used to tell me, man, you're kind of immature and you're young for me. You're too young for me. And I used to try to get with females and stuff, well, females that I like. I just wasn't mature. I looked like a little kid, bro. I didn't have no facial hair. My facial hair didn't get thick until I got into my mid 20s. You know, when I was younger, I didn't have no eyebrows and shit. My eyebrows was hella light. my I didn't think until I got into my mid 20s. My eyebrows did not fucking like get to the same color. You know, I mean, my eyebrows was the same color as my fucking goddamn skin. You know what I'm saying? My eyebrows didn't darken until I got past my past 25. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I look better now than I did in my teens. In my teens, like I said, I had no my eyebrows wasn't thick enough. They were very light. You know what I'm saying? And I still was okay looking. You know what I'm saying? But when I got past like I don't know, when I got past a certain age, that's when I started looking better to females. Like I think it was like well, to certain females, not to the young ones, but to the older females, I started looking better when I got past 30. Because I start getting that man look. You know what I'm saying? I started getting that man look, but I still liked it. The younger women, didn't like me no more when I passed 30. You know what I'm saying? I remember I the fucking like traffic of young women started to slow down after 30. I remember because all of a sudden, I'm in that you know, I'm in that bar that I used to go to, right? And I went there from 27 to like 31, right? And I one day, that fucking 4 year period just went by quick. Going to the same bar for like 4 years since I was 27 years old. Get to be 31, and a girl tell you, "You're too old for me." Boy, that crashed my whole entire world down when she told me that in the club. Cause I approached her. I was 31, she was 21, and I had that weight on me too when I was at the bar. I didn't realize that looks is everything at that point. You know what I'm saying? I put on a weight, because I'm not aware of my fucking, metabolism slowing down after 30 and shit. Really, your metabolism slows down after 25, but it really picks up around 30, right? I didn't know that weight affected your looks with females, so I would go out and approach females like normal and shit. All of a sudden, your weight, you know what I'm saying, is fucking, you know what I'm saying, in the way, and you're not noticing that, or you don't know that your weight can affect your looks. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been thin throughout your 20s. You've been working out. You capoeira. You're not used to all the nose and shit. All of a sudden, right? You're like, damn, why am I getting all these nose? Look in the mirror. What, you like 20 pounds heavier than when you was in your 20s? Of course they saying no nowadays, man. Better get your ass up and stay in that gym. That's your livelihood, man. It's that gym. That's what keeps the panties coming toward your way, bro. Don't ever give up on nothing. No gym, nothing ever again. Because if you do, you're gonna put on them pounds and you're gonna hear a lot more no's. Like today, dude, I got a lot more dreamy eyes today, bro. I went by to that Denny's that I used to go to Remember I told you about the chick that I was talking to and shit, and she would give me the dreamy eye. You know, she's a white Hispanic chick, right? You know, she gave me the dreamy eyes hard today because I'm dropping weight. Because when you drop weight, your neck get really thin. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no like rolls around your traps because when I put on weight, I get rolls around my traps right here and shit, right around my neck. When that starts thinning out, and start straightening out and shit like that, man, they take notice, bro. You drop about 6 or 7 pounds, they take notice. Oh, you look better. You look different. You know what I'm saying? And they treat you better, bro. You get better treatment when you at low percentage body fat, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting special treatment from like top tier women, but top tier women respect me when I'm at low percentage body fat. I'm not grossing them out as if when I was like, you know, 30 pounds heavier and shit. Like when I was 30 pounds heavier, no female wanted to talk to me, bro. I basically was incel, bro. Seriously. No, no, no. I felt ugly, bro. Like I had no female trying to talk to me at all. You know how that feels to like go from like having women in your life to like none to zero? Feels bad. It feels you feel horrible. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, I had it all. I used to be that nigga, but now I can't even get a date nowadays. And you say, fuck it, bro. This is my new lifestyle. Working out, keeping that body fat percentage low. You gotta do that until you die, bro. It's gotta be part of your life. Because women, you want women to be part of your life. So you're like, fuck, man, I gotta keep these women around. I gotta not indulge in junk food so much. You know what I'm saying? Quit alcohol. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna have a better sex life. Like I'd rather have, a sex life than drink a bunch of alcohol all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have your cake and eat it too nowadays as a man in America. You can't have, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You gotta keep that weight down, man. That's the only way you gonna get some action and shit. For me anyway. That's for me. I don't know about guys who are sub 5. I don't think that would fucking work for nobody like that. I don't think it would work for guys who were under, 5'7". You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm 5'9.5". So, I'm not short and I'm not super tall. But I learned that I can't get away with being overweight. You can't get away with that. You can't get away with dressing horribly. And I've been dressing horribly, but I've been dressing a little bit better lately. You can't afford you can't afford to have a bad fashion sense. You can't afford to look like a bum at your height. So you have to really peacock if you're under 6 feet tall, man. You can't afford to like have be broke. You can't afford to be broke. Can't afford to be overweight and broke. That's a double whammy right there. Overweight and broke at the same time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna talk to you, man. The female ain't gonna talk to you overweight and broke at the same time. Like I said, I don't carry weight on my body well. When I put on weight, guess what? It goes straight to my chin. It gives me a double chin, puffy cheeks. My eye area just disappears into thin air. Okay, I'm just not a good looker at weight on me, man. And I don't never ever want to be overweight ever again. So I'm laying off the Cheetos. Yeah, I'm not drinking any alcohol because I like the attention that I get from females when I'm at low percentage body fat. I like that. I like that. I like being, wanted, by even, females that are like below me and shit. It feels good to be wanted by females. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, we talk shit about females on a day-to-day basis, but at the end of the day, bro, we all need pussy. At the end of the day, pussy feels good when you stick your dick into it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I never got to attract the best looking women in the world, but I do get some women's attention. Not a whole lot nowadays, but I do get some. You know what I'm saying? And some is better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lifestyle that you gotta maintain, bro. And this is me too, bro. I struggle. I struggle with my weight. My ever since I turned 25, 30, it's been a struggle with weight. I'm tired of it. I'm letting all that fucking junk food go, alcohol and stuff. I have junk food on weekends, eat clean during the week. You know what I'm saying? So you keep that weight, keep the weight up under control, man. And work out at least 4 or 5 times a week. You know, when you're working 3 times a week, you better be doing 2 hours. If you're doing 3 times a week, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I gotta get up out of here, man. Just wanna vent, you know what I'm saying, and let some shit out and some frustration out because I'm tired of this weight, bro, sneaking up on me. It just recently snuck up on me because I got, busy, you know, working and shit like that. And, some guys, came by my channel like, man, no wonder you having problems with females, man. You like a foreign looks, bruh. And I was like, what? And I started checking myself. I said, oh yeah, my face getting fat. Oh man, thanks for telling me that. Now I gotta go do this fucking cardio and keep myself up, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good day, man. Hit the cash up on the way out. Support this channel, bro. Come on, guys. Hit the cash app. Support the channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the donations that you guys sent so far. It really helps me eat. It really helps me put gas in the car. It really helps me out. Have a good day. And it helps me pay the phone bill. Have a good day. Peace out. Take care and bless.